What up YouTube, it's your boy AJ back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Safuu. We're going to talk about this AMA that went down today with Brian Legend talking about the nodes. And we're going to talk about how do we get a node. And we're also going to dive into a little bit about the nodes, like what the prerequisites are as far as like what do you need to have to run a node, whether it's a full node or a validator. Alright, so let's get into it. We're going to start at this part right here because these two questions back to back I thought was very valuable, because a lot of people in the Discord has been concerned about how can they get a node when they don't hold a bigger bag, or if they don't have the money to, buy a lot of Safuu to register multiple entries. So, but I feel like Brian Legend answered the question very well. Let's listen to it real quick.
Chris also, can we limit how many a person buys at start for those of us scraping by can get one? That's still something we're working towards to actually put a max to. At this stage, there is no max, but I really doubt that any one person is going to buy 300 at once anyway. But obviously, it's going to be decentralized. So we want as many people buying nodes as possible. So, if in theory we can limit to only one per person at the start, that'd be great. And then for what's left over, then we can open it up for multiple for those same people that already own one. Now they can get 2, 3, or something like that. So I think that's probably the route that we'll take. We'll open the node purchases up for whatever amount of days it is, and say, okay, the allocation of 300 is now set to the day oneers between this and this period, limited to one each, let's just say. And then after that, after those days are due and it hasn't sold out, then we'll open it up to multiple nodes for everyone, something like that. But it's still being worked on, that final part. Understand that we're still weeks away, or if not a month or so away from those nodes being able to be purchased. But for now, at least you know the price of them, so you can try to budget and work out your correct strategy and best strategy to save your Safuu and rebase and have enough to afford that node. And definitely if you're the day oneer or in that first 3 months, like I mentioned, March, April, May, you will have the best chance and best priority of getting whitelisted to get one. So that's all you need to know. And the other one I've got from Dave L says, for those who are not familiar with nodes, inside and out, how much can you make running a node a month? Once you buy one, is it yours forever? So the second part to your question is it yours forever? Is yes. So once you own the node, it's tied to you. You're the one who has staked your own SafuuX against that node, which you own the Safuu, right? SafuuX. So therefore you own that node. So that won't ever be taken off you or anything like that. Obviously it's up to you your diligence to make sure that the node's up and running on the network, and you obviously want to so you can get those rewards, right? But yeah, in terms of how much you can make on that node, it really depends on how much volume is being pushed in the market, meaning how many transactions are on our chain. So the more projects that we can get listed and grow naturally, okay, it's obviously going to be a path to grow, long term here. So, even though I made mention, I think on last live stream, and even of my AMA last night in Discord, if you weren't part of that, go into Discord and click on past AMAs. You can listen to my AMA last night. It went for over an hour, and I actually covered a lot about that. But the question was brought to me last night was, can you really make $50,000 a day off a node? And my answer was yes, being that it's already been proven. Like Binance Chain literally, makes that per node every day consistently as an average. But they've obviously taken a multitude of years to get there. So being that we're starting our blockchain from day one, right from the crust on the foundation, it's going to take some time for us to, get more projects and a more thriving community and the word out there. So I don't have an answer for you on how long it'll take to, let's say, get $50,000 a day. I truly don't know. Nobody does until we get those projects on board and just go with the flow, right? But do I think it's possible to generate in the first week about 500 to maybe
So you heard it yourself. Brian Legend addressed it, pretty thoroughly, saying that, hey, it's your node forever. All right. So that's been a big question floating around in Discord. Another question has been with Ethereum and that 200,000 nodes. I mean, look, Ethereum is a bigger company. They got a larger market cap. They didn't come out the gates with 200,000, nodes. I mean, they took time to get there. I can't verify they got 200,000. I'm just going off the question that was in the Discord, but obviously they didn't start off with that. I don't think any blockchain started off with that. I mean, no one has that type of volume on day one to come in. I mean, you have to prove yourself over time. You know what I'm saying? So, same with Safuu. I mean, even if Safuu releases 25 nodes, I mean, who's to say that they won't have 3,000 at the end of the year? I mean, we just don't know. We can't predict volume at this moment. We can't predict a lot of things at this moment. Only thing we can go off is that there's a testnet about to be released, and that'll tell us a lot of things. You know, once the testnet get released, then we'll know a lot of information. But till then, I guess we just sit back, wait, enter this giveaway, and keep motivating each other. All right. So next thing I want to go to is this Binance Smart Chain docs. So for you guys so excited about getting a node, or you know, for the people that may win a node, these are some of the requirements or suggested requirements that you might need to take in consideration when it comes to having a good system to run a node. So from my understanding, Brian Legend said that there will be a Binance Smart Chain node that we're creating. So that's the reason I download these docs. And I'm also going to leave a link to this in the description as well. But these are the requirements for running a full node. So it's all highlighted right here, pretty straightforward. And for running a validator node, so same thing, pretty straightforward. So like I said, I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you guys can check it out and make sure you guys, you know, are in sync with the requirements. All right. So all right, let's talk about price action. I mean, it's been crazy out here today. I mean, we at 1865. I think yesterday we was consistently at 18. So as you see, the price is not dumping as frequently as it was in the past. It's because of the node. I mean, it's a lot of positive information and a lot of positive energy going around Safuu these days. So there's no point of dumping the bag. Even if you want to take profits like myself, a lot of other people out there with bigger bags, they're not dumping. I mean, hell, those entries matter. Everybody want to get a node. Everybody want to be the first one in. So taking this an advantage right now, you know, and also a buying opportunity, because you definitely want to keep buying right now. I mean, the price is still affordable, 1865. I mean, it's better than those people that got in at 200. I mean, let's just be real. We ain't even reached triple digits yet, you know, on the front end. So it's still a buying opportunity. Anything under $100 is a buying opportunity, because once this node release, oh shoot, you know we're gonna see some price action go through the roof. We're gonna see a lot of buys. We're gonna see a lot of sales, but I think it's gonna go to 100 before people actually start like really dumping the bags. All right, so like I said, get in while you can. All right, it's never too late. Next, I'm gonna talk about this daily compound interest calculator. All right, so I had a lot of people in the Discord reach out to me and be like, hey man, you should definitely do another video talking about the daily compound interest, because it's very useful. They found it to be useful, and it's something that they wish they would have known about before when they first got into Safuu, so they would have actually budgeted on when to take out profits and when not to take out profits. So let's get into this part. So it's just basically, you know, a simple finance tool out there available to the public. So where I went in last time, I put in $1,000. Let's say we're gonna put in 2,000 a day. We know that the compound interest equates to 2.286% daily, and there's about 239 days left in the protocol, if I'm not mistaken. So your $2,000 initial investment will turn into this essentially at the end of the year. You know, not including taxes and fees and things of that nature, but this is what you're looking at weekly. So your weekly earnings right here. Oh, sorry. So these are your weekly earnings right here every 7 days. So the reason why I bring this calculator up is because it helps you formulate a plan. So just say you're only concerned about weekly earnings. So like it'll be 85% if you want to take out profits every week. So basically you're taking out 15% of your monthly income, which equates to about 4.5 days a month. So I even had it right here. So let's do the math again. So this says an average of 30 days. All right, so you're gonna multiply that 30 days times 85%. So it's 25.5 days. The difference of it is it's going to be, 4.5 days. All right. So most people at 85% is just going to take, profit like every Friday. I did that at first. I mean, it's a good strategy to have, but let's go back to this. So at 85%, you obviously ain't going to get that $400,000 that was initially here because you're not reinvesting 100% of your money back into it. You're going to reinvest in 85% and taking out 15%. So this is the breakdown we're going to do like weekly. So every week you're going to reinvest this and you're going to be taking profit with this. All right, so I hope this is pretty straightforward. It just gives people a plan, because one of the Discord members reached out particularly is because they wanted to come up with a plan to actually figure out how much money they were saving, how much money they were taking out to buy a house. So this kind of gives you everything. You can actually export this. You can download it right here. Yep. So I downloaded it, and you can open it up with Excel, and you can pretty much play around with however you want to. You can make notes, comments on it. You can just say, hey, on this day I'll pay for this and all that stuff. But it's a pretty useful tool. I like it. I use it all the time. That's how I formulate like when I'm gonna do things and how I'm gonna do it. And time the market really well. But yeah, it's very useful. But I hope more of you guys start to use this calculator tool. I mean, it's really helpful and stuff like that. But if you want to continuously, sporadically taking out money, taking profits whenever you want without a strategy, all means, do it. It's your money, you know what I'm saying? But I like to be organized with money. I like to do things with reasoning, So that's just my take on it. But so for most of y'all out there, I hope you guys are enjoying y'all 4th of July. I know I have been. I mean, it's probably the first year for some of you guys to get holiday pay without even being at work. So, I mean, it's a good opportunity, right? Because the price action went crazy today, and you're getting paid every 15 minutes. So you can go back to work tomorrow and just start bragging like, hey, man, the holiday pay was nice. And people probably gonna be asking you, what you talking about? Like, hey, I got paid through Safuu 96 times. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy stuff like that. But anyway, man, I'm gonna cut this video short, man. Hey, please like, comment, subscribe. Holla at your boy. I'm out. Peace.